Alright, so we have two, and I quote, villains that are reigning over Plotagon City. The villains are known as Classic Caillou, your brother, and the other one Monarch, who he before was known as Hawk Moth, then Shadow Moth, and now finally Monarch. We know that these two are just terrorizing the city, and what we know about that reason is nothing! Classic Caillou just came out of the blue to play a nice guy for just a few days, and then all of a sudden I jump into his kidnapping place to learn that he is gonna form a special alliance with his companion Monarch in order to try to take over the world, but doesn't feel like doing that right now, as he told me before in person while I was home alone. I don't understand why he is doing all of this. Well, I think he is terrorizing the city because of all those 6 years of misery you guys were putting Classic Caillou through. Well, yeah, while he was living with us in 2019 till 2020, he was causing lots of trouble around the city, and he always gets grounded by my dad, and because of him and us, he moved out of the house to live somewhere else until he came back temporarily to our house in 2024. There is something else we have to know about him though, about his past. I can imagine him having some kind of dark past before. Well, neither my dad or my mom won't tell me anything about Classic Caillou. However, I do have some concerns that my grandpa Anderson has something to do with Classic Caillou. Maybe, yeah. I don't know your family very well. Anyway, now about Monarch. Well, it's obvious he comes from the Miraculous Ladybug universe, so no wonder he doesn't look like a Plotagon character. Well, not everything has to be a Plotagon character, you know. Anyway, Monarch's goal is to seize Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculous so he can grant himself one wish. But there is no Ladybug and Black Cat Miraculous, only the Butterfly Miraculous and the 14 others he has in his possession. Strange that Monarch isn't chasing after the Ladybug and the Black Cat Miraculous that don't exist here in our world. I guess Classic Caillou could have altered Monarch's personality any freaking way. That way he doesn't have his obsession with the Miraculous. Maybe. But imagine what would have happened if they brought the Ladybug and the Black Cat Miraculous here. There would be chaos. And probably superheroes if those magic jewels land into the red hands. Though I do think there's no need for superheroes with those powers. A few days ago someone was akumatized for not getting the ice cream he wanted, and I was there, and witnessed the akumatization. Then I kind of fought that thing and de-akumatized him, but no damage was reverted back to normal, unfortunately. Wow. Well, what about that time when your sister was akumatized into that invisible thing that wrecked the whole neighborhood? Well, she did what Monarch instructed her to do, and then she got de-akumatized by him. And later arrested, and then she started acting completely unusual. Then before that, even mom and dad are also already aware of her unprecedented behavior. Back in 2023 when me and Rosie robbed a bank, she told me that she was a bigger troublemaker than I am. Wait, I was just bluffing. Wait. Are you telling me you like this type of stuff?
Oh Caillou, you don't know me that well, do ya? Well, I am a massive big troublemaker in this house.
What do you mean, a massive big troublemaker? If you were one, then how do you get away with stuff?
I am more careful than you are. Now let's give it a fucking watch.
She also did tell me that she was more careful than I am. How odd. Well, now she isn't as much careful as you think. Haha, but it still stands to reason that she has got to really be working for Classic Caillou and Monarch. She got akumatized by him, then was told to do what she had to do, and then during the Christmas break before you guys went to Paris for a short time, Rosie formed a deal with Classic Caillou and Monarch to let only you stay home. I was having some quite a fun actually until those two burglars broke into the house. Luckily I was well prepared to defend the constitution of this house. You did the right thing. I think it's time we get ready for school, Leo, cause it's already 7:30.